Chad Hasty Show, News Talk, KFYO. And joining me right now, Ron Orr with our good friends over at Smokers Haven. We got a fun event happening tonight. Ron, what's going on?
We've got Drew Estate tonight from 4 to 8 p.m. at Smokers Haven.
Drew Estate, really good cigar line.
Very good cigar line, very popular cigar line.
Yeah.
Big, of course, one of their big sellers, the Acid for a flavored cigar. The Undercrown, one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro, good spice to it. Full-bodied cigar. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you got the Drew Estate cigar event happening this evening, beginning at 4 o'clock as always?
4 o'clock, yes, sir.
Yeah. 4 o'clock happening until basically everybody leaves.
Everyone, yep.
That's just kind of how things go. And then what can people expect if they haven't been out to an event yet? And the last time that y'all had an event, I mean, y'all were packed. Y'all had a ton of people at Smokers Haven.
Yeah. So all the events we're going to get Crown Heads was our last event.
I think it was.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't been to an event yet, really shame on you. You need to come out. But what you can expect, there's always specials on cigars, usually something in the neighborhood of like buy 4, get 1 free, or buy 5, get 1 free, something like that. We also do 10% off at the register on everything in the store, with the exception of course, items already marked down to 50%. And there's door prizes, raffle prizes, there's beer, there's food. It's just, and there's, of course, great company and me. So it's just a great time. That's true.
And it's just a great time. And like you said, you can sit inside and, once that sun starts going down, the patio out back is open. And it's always open, but it's really nice once that sun gets behind the building. Mm-hmm. And, I think we had a ton of people out there. And Jody came out last time. Yeah. We almost had like a KFYO table running last time. So it's kind of nice just to chill out, relax, smoke a cigar. You don't have to come in and then leave. Mm-hmm. In fact, come in, have a cigar, and wait for that raffle. Maybe you'll win.
Oh, yeah. Always. There's always a chance of winning.
Yeah. Well, one of the other great things, so you have the Drew Estate event happening this evening, and tell folks about some of the different lines of cigars, if they're not too familiar. You mentioned the Undercrown. What are some of the other lines?
So we also got in a new Undercrown. It's the Sun-Grown, so that's a mild Undercrown for someone who wants to try the Undercrown but doesn't want that full-bodied cigar. There's also a new Brazilian Maduro Herrera Esteli. It's a stock cut, meaning so when you're priming the tobacco plants, you basically cut the leaves off in sections. You start at the bottom leaves and then work your way up to the top. The whole process takes about 2 weeks to a month. The stock cut is they chop the plant off at the stalk and hang it upside down. So it's a different way of priming the tobacco plant, which is what they did with this cigar. This Brazilian Maduro actually has a hint of chocolate throughout it, and it's a cigar I enjoyed when I smoked it. There's also, for the ladies, there is a Deadwood tobacco line. They're Fat Bottom Betty, Crazy Alice, and Sweet Jane. And they're not flavored cigars, but they have a sweet cap on them. So if you want a little bit sweeter tasting cigar where the sweetness actually goes away as you smoke it because that sweetness in the cap dissolves, that's a great one to try.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so not only do you have that event going on tonight, I was there last week when I think one of the 5 trucks came by. Y'all got a lot of new cigars.
Oh, we had 8 boxes from UPS show up yesterday. This is a fun time to work at the cigar shop. So in June, there's always the big trade show, and this is when vendors release all their new cigars. This is where we place all our big orders. So we've had so many cigars coming in, and trying to find room on the shelf for them is borderline ridiculous. One of my new favorites, and I think it's the same with you, is that CAO Session. Yeah. I think you really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for new cigars to try, we've got a bunch of new cigars in. This is one of the terrible times to be a cigar shop employee because I have to smoke all these new cigars.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my life is just terrible right now.
That's just horrible.
I know. I don't know how I will survive.
Yeah, that's just absolutely terrible. So, if you're like me, you walk into to Smokers Haven, talk to Ron when Ron's there, and you'll kind of show people the right direction. If they're a new cigar smoker, if they want to try something new, you kind of show them the right way.
Oh, yeah. And don't be afraid to ask questions. And then if you walk in and you're a new cigar smoker, my first question is always going to be, do you like a mild, medium, or full-bodied cigar? And from there, I'll find you something you like. And if you don't like, well, I will apologize, of course, and try to improve on that in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell folks, again, the particulars about tonight's event and then where Smokers Haven, of course, is located at.
All right, so it's Drew Estate Cigars tonight from 4 to 8 p.m., and this is at Smokers Haven, 5102 60th Street, Suite Inn, Lubbock, Texas, 79414. It's in the same shopping center as CC's Pizza and all that, just north of the Furs on 60th Street.
Yeah, also, y'all were named the Donation Center of the Year by Cigars for Warriors.
For Cigars for Warriors, yeah, that was that press release went out at the trade show, actually. We were the Cigar for Warriors Donation Center of the Year, so thank you all for your support in that. It's a great honor to be the donation center of the year.
Yeah, and we've got more information about that at KFYO.com. But basically, Cigars for Warriors, and we've had Storm here on the show before. It's a nonprofit organization. They send cigars and accessories. Not only that, but magazines, other things to our military members across the world. So it's it's a nice way for members of the military who enjoy cigars. It's a nice time to relax, maybe when they get a cigar. It's one of those. It's one of those joys that they get. And congratulations again to Smokers Haven for being the Donation Center of the Year. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, Ron, thanks for stopping by.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, it's Drew Estate tonight, 4 to 8 over at Smokers Haven. I'll be there. Not sure what time, but I'll be there grabbing a few cigars and putting them in the humidified locker that I have. That you still have lockers available?
We have a few. I am out of the 1 foot by 2 foot lockers right now. I'm trying to think, maybe 3 or 4 of the humidified 1 foot by 1 foot ones.
Get them while you can.
Get them while you can, and we are prorating those. So normally they're $50 a year. However, for the rest of the year, all you're paying is $25.
That's not bad. Smokers Haven tonight, 4 to 8, Drew Estate.